Welcome to the Intercourse Show. I'm your host, Mr. B. Today we have a very interesting topic for you. We are reacting to Kevin Samuels saying that men are simple, but modern women tend to be a bit more complicated. So, without any further ado, let's watch the clip and react to it.
So what do I have wrong here?
What do you have wrong?
I got everything wrong apparently about women, including ranking them. Apparently that's the sin. That's the devil. Can't have those pesky rankings.
Honestly, I would say maybe like about a year ago, or maybe even 8 months ago, I would probably disagree with everything that you had to say, but
Really? Damn. Well, just go for it then.
a lot of things that you have to say. But I've been in a relationship with someone for the past year, and the reason why I actually gravitated towards your videos is because he thinks very much the way that you do, and we would get into discussions and disagreements about it all the time. And he's like, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying the truth of what it is. And he would explain it to me, and we would have our little debates and whatever. And so it was very entertaining almost for me to hear, the discussions
somebody else.
and the discussions that you would have with women. And, I've been watching a lot of your content as of lately. And I'm going to be honest, a lot of it makes sense. The only thing,
Hold on just a second. If you have a disagreement in the Zoom meeting room, if you have a disagreement, raise your hand. When prioritizing disagreements, go ahead, Melissa.
Okay, so the only thing I'll have a disagreement with is we were actually just watching one of your videos together like an hour ago.
Okay.
And you were talking to this woman who was she worked in financial, and she she was probably one of the more sane ones that just made a lot of sense, and she had I think a 9-year-old daughter.
Okay.
And she made good money, and she was, and she kind of was even open to the idea of lowering her standards in the sense of what the man makes.
Okay.
And then she talked about wanting to go to museums with the person and this and that, and having for them to be cultured. And I just feel like,
does she wear glasses?
Yes.
I know you're referring to.
Yes.
And okay. And the problem with her wanting somebody to be cultured. How many people? Well, what's your issue with it? Before I say that.
Well, I would say that I'm on your side, and then I'm not, just because I feel like maybe you made the argument. I don't know why you maybe made the argument, but
because men don't give a shit about that kind of stuff in general. I mean, it'll be no different. There'll be no different than women who saying, I want a man who reads poetry and picks flowers. You guys, and it's like, well, wait a minute, that's not what men do. Or if a man said, what, I want a woman who's into off-roading and NASCAR. See, you ladies have no problem putting your expectations on us that are feminine, but then when you put it in those terms, hey, I want a woman who can get out, who can. You want to share with us? Good, babe. Go buy the new PS5, the new Call of Duty, the new 2K, and it's like, well, I'm not into that stuff. Well, men don't really want to go to museums and all that other stuff. The reason we do that is because we want to have sex.
But I think that when it's a loving relationship, and it's a relationship where the two people care about each other, there's always going to be something where the other party doesn't necessarily love doing.
Right.
But
and you get to do that in moderation. You're right. And you get to do that in moderation. It's like and here's what it is. You get to redeem either 2 or 4 chick flick coupons per year. You can only ask us to watch beaches. You can only ask us to go do chick stuff 2 or 4 times out of the year. Not all the time.
Yes.
So it's not a matter of that the man would not go. It's a matter of frequency.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. And I feel like, but I feel like just her situation and just, I don't know, I got like a really good vibe from her. I feel like she was being very genuine, and she is in a really good position.
But she couldn't date a man who was middle income. I know who you're talking about.
Yes, absolutely. And I agree with you. But I also feel like, you know, it isn't too much for her to expect that she can find a man who will be willing to do those things for her, even if that's maybe not their forte.
Okay. This is okay. Are you basing this on what men say?
I'm basing it off of what she wants.
Right. You have any children?
No.
You ever have a kid, they want to eat cupcakes for breakfast. You ladies talk to each other about what you want. And because what she wants and what you want, you always substantiate each other's wants. But is it who men are?
No, but the thing is that us as women, I feel like, and maybe there's a double standard here, but I feel like even us as women, there's going to be times where we don't necessarily enjoy doing a certain thing, and maybe it might be different because in my relationship, you know, we make those compromises. So there are going to be times where I don't necessarily want to do something or like or enjoy doing something, but I do it, you know, because I know
that's your job.
What he wants to do.
Okay, and that's your job. And men make compromises all the time. Men don't want to have to get out and pay all the bills. Men don't want to have to get up when it goes bumping tonight. We don't want to have to put our life on the line and die for you.
Yeah.
I'm being told this is Limu Emu from Liberty Mutual, who helps save you hundreds by customizing your car insurance. And his partner does.
See, you ladies like yourself, you say what you do is you validate women like this. You tell her it's nothing wrong with her wanting what she wants. Yeah, it is. Because yeah, it is. Yeah, it really is.
Okay, but
there's no but. There is no but. What she wants is keeping her single. Your kid, if you're a mother, okay? You're a mother. 10 years from now, you're a mother. 15 years from now, you're a mother. Mm-hmm. Your son doesn't want to go to school. He just wants to go take the test. He doesn't want to attend. And he can actually make the grades, but school requires a certain amount of attendance.
Right.
You just gonna let him stay at home because he doesn't want to go? I don't know why you ladies think the world is built around what you want. We're grown people. We do what we have to do so we can do what we want to do. And part of our problems in relationships is because people refuse to grow up. They refuse to grow up and refuse to put away the childish things and notions of want and love and this and that, and realize that life is about trade-offs and compromises.
Okay, on that point, I want to weigh in. It is true in relationships, it does require some trade-off and some compromise on both parts, both on the man's side as well as on the woman's side. And we are living in a society where it seems like women view themselves solely as the prize, and that the man's wants and needs can be overlooked. And I think the point that Kevin tried to bring out was the fact that it shouldn't just be about the woman. It should also be about that man, because the expectations on him are probably greater than what the expectations are on the woman, right? He's expected to put his life on the line, protect, provide, and just be there. And, you know, she can change on a whim and decide not to stick to that man. And oftentimes men, end up holding the short end of the stick. So his point is, there should be compromise on both parts, and it shouldn't be lopsided where all the wants of the woman gets fulfilled and none of the wants of the men gets fulfilled, or sometimes gets fulfilled inconsistently. So, I mean, it's a fair point. Let's see.
But don't you think those compromises should be on both sides? Maybe they may be.
Here's what it should be on. Here's what it should be on. If women like her, there are more women in the world that think like her.
Okay.
They're not wives. That's in the sentence. You guys want to just go back and make this a philosophical debate. It isn't. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And either you ladies decide to meet men where they are, or you get a woman, or you get a dog and die alone. See, there's a time when my grandmother would not have tried to make my grandfather do the stuff that she liked, because there was a thing with men stuff and women stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And when I hear a woman like you that are saying it, you sound like a kid. It's like, well, I want it. It's not fair. Let's talk about it. Can I? No. And men just are like, no.
No, but the thing is that when it came to the monetary, right? The high value in terms of money.
I'm wrapping this up because, look, the woman was older. She was older with a daughter, and she wanted a man with 6 figures and a bunch of other things.
But I think in the middle of that conversation, I'm sorry, I don't mean to talk over you. I think in the middle of that conversation, when you had explained, you know, the circumstance of, you know, there are other women that you've worked with that, you know, make more money than their counterpart and they are submissive. I think that she took that and kind of changed her stance a little bit in terms of the money part. But in terms of the, what was that?
No, she really didn't. I mean, I had the conversation.
So?
I know
it's no.
Did. Okay, well, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. And you're over there because understand something.
Plumber.
No, okay, no. Because at the end of the day, she could not marry a plumber.
But she said she was willing to.
No, she was not. God bless your boyfriend. Because you got more work to do. I mean, seriously.
He agreed with me.
Because you're fucking him. I'm not fucking you. I don't have to agree with you. I can tell you the truth.
As you can see, the conversation is starting to go off the rails. It seems like, in a way, she's coming in defense of the woman in the initial episode, saying that what he said may have been insensitive to her. And he's trying to redirect the conversation to say, no, she wasn't exactly saying what you're saying. She said something different. And you could see that the young lady's starting to laugh a little bit, almost trying to downplay the situation and kind of make a little bit of a fool of Kevin. And you can see he's getting a little snippy with her and making comments about how, you know, good luck to the man that's choosing to be with her. So that's what you find. A lot of times women take offense to some of the things that he says, especially if it's the truth that applies in their situation. And the sister code kicks in and one comes to support the other. And it just kind of sets the two sides against each other. And Kevin really is kind of unapologetic when it comes to these type of things, because he's like, you know, his job is just to speak the truth and represent, you know, the man's side, so that, you know, people are able to see both sides and not just consider the side of the woman. And you can tell that the conversation is getting a little heated at this point.
I told her the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, ma'am. You guys keep wanting to. It's like, at what point do you guys, honestly, I'm going to just be real. And
okay.
At what point do you guys just be quiet and say, okay?
Well, here's the thing, right? I'm sorry. I'm going to be quiet.
On that specific point, Kevin Samuels often argues that Black women tend to have a need to be right, to be in control, and they use insults and shame to try to accomplish that goal. And whenever a valid point is raised, no matter how true it is, there's always going to be pushback. And there's always going to be some sort of contentious rebuttal to it. And his point is, sometimes can we take and accept and acknowledge the points that are being made without there being a need to respond, without there being a need to challenge it? And that would solve a lot of problems in a lot of relationships with people who look like myself. But it's not something that was demonstrated here, because the moment he said it, she rebutted, which was the point that he just made. Let's see.
There is no point, and I'm gonna help you right now. Get up out of here. I'm gonna get up. I mean, it's the thing is, it's like you are like kids. I want it, but let's just, it's not right. Wait, hold on, wait. Men are simple. Men are simple. Sex, sandwich, silence. And you ladies want to make men women, and we are not. And honestly, if I were wrong about the majority of things I say, why would I have so many men coming back day in, day out, supporting, saying, thank you for saying this, bro. Appreciate what you're doing. Somebody needs to say this. I can't say it because if I say it, I'll lose my job. I'll lose this. I'll lose that. And what this really shows me more than anything else, in all honesty, is how little most women know about men. You really don't know men.
Okay. That was the Kevin Samuels clip. Where he made the point. It's true. A lot of times men aren't giving these feedbacks to women and they don't necessarily receive it. This is not to say it's across the board, because I'm not speaking absolutism here. I'm simply saying that in most cases there is somewhat of a need to challenge what the man is saying. He's saying that men are relatively simple creatures, right? We just want a peaceful household. We want, to get along with our lady, and we want to have, our intimate moments as well. And we want to feel like, if we're going to sign up for this person to be with us exclusively, that they're going to meet our needs exclusively, right? And whenever there's contention or issues around that, that's when things tend to go off the rails. Well, with that being said, I definitely do invite you all to weigh in on the conversation. Obviously, dating is a sticky situation, and there is no right or wrong way or one approach. I'm sure there's a multitudes of approaches that can yield some results, and we ask that you guys weigh in. So for those who's not connected to the show, the Intercourse Show, go ahead, like and subscribe by clicking on that button below. But also weigh in, share the video, leave a comment, and tell us what you think with regards to the points that Kevin raised in this, and also to some points to refute what he said. And, let your voice be heard. Until we speak again, I thank you guys for joining me, and I ask that you stay connected. All right. God bless you all. Talk to you later.